she's so fine. Hell of her blows my mind. Hell of her lights my day.
What's good, guys? This story is coming out of Miami-Dade, Florida. The event actually happened on May the 3rd, 2021. Mother killed, her 3-year-old daughter hurt in drive-by shooting in Southwest Dade, cops say. A drive-by shooting in Southwest Miami-Dade Monday afternoon left a 24-year-old mother dead and her 3-year-old daughter injured, according to police. The shooting happened around 3:30 p.m., broad daylight, in an apartment complex at 25801 South Dixie Highway in Naranja. Someone in a dark gray Nissan sedan pulled up and began shooting at LaShonte Jones, police said. Jones died on the first floor near the staircase. Her daughter was injured, but police did not say how. She was taken to a nearby hospital and then transferred to Nicholas Children's Hospital. She is expected to recover, police added.
Police officers working to catch a killer after a young mother is shot to death. Her 3-year-old daughter was left injured. And 7 News reporter Jessica Hawley is here now with what detectives have learned so far from Southwest Miami-Dade this evening. Jessica?
It's hard to believe a 24-year-old woman just coming home from work with her 3-year-old daughter when someone started shooting. We've been in touch with the victim's family this afternoon. They're not ready to talk about what happened, but they are ready to share information they just received from Miami-Dade Police. A family desperate for answers sharing this flyer with 7 News. A flyer from Miami-Dade Police showing a shooter and the car he was in when he killed someone they love. LaShonte Jones was just 24 years old, a mother to a 3-year-old girl and a TSA officer at Miami International Airport. She was killed Monday. Bullets flying at 3:20 in the afternoon at an apartment complex at 258th Street and US 1. Police say someone pulled up in a dark gray 4-door Nissan and started shooting. Family members arriving at the complex not long after to learn LaShonte Jones had been killed. She was already gone when rescue crews arrived. Her 3-year-old daughter was injured and taken to the hospital.
Such a senseless crime like this, we could have had another 3-year-old child dead. And now we have a 24-year-old female deceased on the scene.
Family and friends of LaShonte Jones have been sharing messages on social media, remembering her as a sweet, kind person. The security director at Miami International Airport, where she worked, releasing a statement in it saying Jones was killed just as she had returned home from work, and adding, "I am shocked and deeply saddened by the senseless act of violence that took a young, vibrant officer away from her family and away from us way too soon. Words just cannot properly convey the immense loss all of us are feeling at this moment."
And investigators believe that there's a lot of witnesses or people that perhaps know stuff. This is the type of senseless gun violence that we need to stop. And the only way we're going to be able to stop it is we come together as a community and we start talking.
This happened in the middle of the day. Someone out there saw more. They know more about this shooter. If that's you, you can offer that information anonymously by calling Crime Stoppers 305-471-TIPS. Reporting live in Southwest Miami-Dade, Jessica Hawley, 7 News.
Police have released a photo of the suspected gunman who shot and killed a 24-year-old mother in Southwest Miami-Dade. The image Miami-Dade police detective released shows a man holding a gun in his outstretched arm, and they believe he is responsible for LaShonte Jones's murder. Jones's family shared the flyer with 7 News. Quote, "We're trying to figure out what was the motive here," Miami-Dade Police Detective Alvaro Zabaleta said. "We're trying to figure out what caused this type of senseless violence," end quote. Darlene Dukes, the victim's mother, is pleading with the public to come forward with information to help investigators catch the killer. Quote, "Help me, please. I need to have justice at least. I need to know who did this to my baby," she said. "My baby didn't do anything to nobody for them to take her life so tragically," end quote.
Joe, thanks. Tonight, a family's heartbreak and horror after the shooting death of a young mother. Just One Station is hearing her mother's painful plea for justice.
I need to know who did this to my baby. She didn't deserve this.
The night team's Maricela Burgos live at the Miami-Dade Police substation in Cutler Bay with more now. Maricela.
Belkis, this is a woman who knows that in a few days she's going to be celebrating Mother's Day, missing one of her children. She is devastated, and she hopes someone does the right thing by calling police and telling them who killed her daughter.
I'll never feel the same again. Never.
There's an emptiness in Darlene Dukes' heart.
This hurts so bad. My kids was my world.
Her world changed Monday afternoon when a man ambushed her daughter, ending her life steps from her home.
My baby didn't do anything to nobody for them to take her life so tragically.
Detectives say a car pulled up to her southwest Miami-Dade neighborhood, and this man got out, targeting 24-year-old LaShonte Jones. A bullet grazed Jones's 3-year-old daughter with bullet fragments injuring her. Now the little girl is out of the hospital.
She doesn't have a clue. She'll never see her mommy again.
LaShonte worked as a TSA officer at Miami International Airport. Her mother described her as an old soul.
I can literally stand tall and say a lot of great things about my baby. Wonderful person that loves. Oh my God, she loves hard like her mom.
Darlene doesn't want anyone else to experience the pain she's feeling.
I'm begging you guys, please help me. I need to know who did this to my baby.
She's pleading for people with information about her daughter's murder to call police.
I know whoever did is seeing this. Have a heart. Turn yourself in. Turn yourself in, please.
Take one more look at the suspect. If you know who this man is, call Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers immediately. That number is 305-471-TIPS. Live in Cutler Bay, Maricela Burgos.
The shooting happened in the area of Southwest 258th Street and US 1 Monday afternoon. Jones had arrived home from work where she served as a Transportation Security Administration officer at Miami International Airport. Jones's 3-year-old daughter had to be rushed to the hospital after she was grazed with bullet fragments. She is recovering at home. Family members said Jones was a dedicated mother who worked as a TSA officer at Miami International Airport. They said she loved her family and kept her circle small and safe, which is why her being gunned down doesn't make any sense. Quote, "She didn't deserve this," Duke said. "I'm begging y'all, please help me. Please say something. Help me. This is the darkest hour of my life. I'm begging you, please, please," end quote. Daniel Ronan, MIA's federal security director, released a statement following Jones's death that read in part, quote, "Words just cannot properly convey the immense loss all of us are feeling at this moment," end quote. Police tweeted out a flyer on Tuesday hoping people would come forward with information on Jones's murder. Detectives are looking for a 4-door dark gray sedan Nissan, the subject used to get away from the area. Quote, "This is the type of senseless gun violence we need to stop," Zabaleta said. "The only way we're going to be able to stop it is if we come together as a community and we start talking. Give us any type of description. It doesn't matter how small it will be. Investigators can use every piece of information."
Hello, my name is Detective Richard Raphael with the Miami-Dade Police Department Homicide Bureau. On Monday, May 3rd, 2021, at approximately 3:15 p.m., uniformed units from the Miami-Dade Police Department South District were dispatched to a person shot at 258 Street and South Dixie Highway. Upon arrival, uniformed units discovered a female victim identified as LaShonte Jones and a minor young child suffering from gunshot wounds. Fire rescue later responded and determined the adult female deceased on scene, and the minor child was transported to the hospital. Homicide Bureau investigators conducted an area canvass, and during the canvass, we learned that there were surveillance cameras installed within the complex that captured the incident. Upon reviewing the surveillance cameras, we were able to identify the suspect vehicle as being a dark gray 4-door Nissan vehicle. Additionally, we learned that the suspect was also a black male wearing dark clothing that approached the victim as she was about to enter her residence, which produced a firearm and shot her multiple times. I want to ensure the family and the community that we're doing anything and everything possible to bring closure to this case. We are working constantly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If anyone has information regarding this case, I urge you to contact Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers in an effort to bring closure to the grieving family. In my 15 years in homicide, I've handled countless deaths involving minor children. I'm very disgusted as to the nature of violence that's happening to the children in our community. And I'd like to offer the coward that did this that we are coming for you because you will be going to jail.
Let me reiterate it. If you have any information on this homicide, call Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers at 305-471-TIPS. Remember, you can always remain anonymous, and you may be eligible for a reward of up to $5,000. You could feel her mother's pain when you heard her voice. It broke my heart. Prayers and thoughts go out to her family. Her daughter is now left without a mother at 3 years old. It just sickens me that this coward did this to this young lady. I was reading about it on Twitter, and someone says that maybe he had stalked her and had gotten her routine down. Whatever it is, in broad daylight, he's a bold person, especially with security cameras being at the apartment. But somebody out there knows who this is. Somebody knows, somebody's grandmama knows, auntie knows, cousin knows. If you protect him, you're just as much of a coward. This man needs to be brought to justice. Thanks for watching, guys.